What's going on, Scorpio? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the rest of November 2023. So in this reading, Scorpio, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the rest of the month. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming, and we're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding the rest of November 2023, Scorpio. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me, Scorpio. So we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Scorpio. So without further ado, I am going to pull the energy for you, and we'll see what's coming your way for the rest of November 2023. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Scorpio. Let's see what we got going on here for you, Scorpio. What is going on here? Okay, all right, Scorpio. So before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. And these oracle cards contain the energy that you should embody more of for your own highest good, the energy that Spirit really wants you to see you in to move forward for your own highest good in November. And the first one you have is patience. And this is like the crocodile who haunts its prey. And so this definitely cautions you against any sort of impulsive decision, especially some sort of emotional, impulsive decision. There could be something here about you wanting to clean up your life coming from a place of impulse and fear rather than something that feels good. I want to move away from this, so I'm going to do this. And there is a frequency for me to let you know that usually when you start something new because you want to get away from something else, usually doesn't go so good. So with the patience here, there's no rush. Okay, like slow touch, no rush here, Scorpio. So yeah, don't make plans, or don't take actions, but make plans is kind of what I'm getting here for the patience card. There definitely is some sort of complex decision is what it's telling me. Like the patience card, the reason why it's patient is because I feel intuitively that some of you are dealing with a double-edged sword situation where there's pain on the other side of any decision that you happen to make right now in November. And I just feel like there's something irritating you that's going to cause you to say, I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to think about it. Just do it. Just get on the plane, do that, do this. And this is not to say that you shouldn't do anything, but I would advise you to lay a little bit low. Okay? Don't do something because you want to escape some feeling. Okay, be patient. Patience is a virtue. It's a skill that we must all master. And all right, well, the next energy that you need more of here is actually victory in reverse. So this is the boar. Upright, it talks about, you're very close to, your patience is about to pay off here. But Scorpio, because this is in reverse, it's a little bit of a different story and the energy that you need more of. And with this being here, I would say that there is some sort of conflict standing in the way of your success that you need to address. Once again, don't just try to blindly, achieve success, even if it hurts you in some sort of way. I feel like there's some sort of complex obstacle standing in the way of your success. Whatever success means to you, it's different things for different people. But with this energy being here, I would say this. Success on the first attempt is actually a curse. And for some of you, I feel like there's two camps of Scorpios listening to this right now. For some of you, I feel like you're very hungry for success, and you're hungry to manifest something that would make you feel good, in the physical world, a new job, some more money, looking better, whatever. And for some of you here, I want to remind you that I personally have messed up everything that I've tried 1,000 times, and that before I created this successful YouTube channel, there was 2 years when I was making videos and no one paid attention to me. And thank God that is the case, because I had to learn. And I feel like for some of you Scorpios who have not manifested the opulence or the physical abundance, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a more money, looking something physical, the perfect job, like something in the physical world, you have to understand that success on your first attempt is a curse. And for some of you, I think this is what's holding you back from even starting something, is not wanting, Scorpio, I can relate to you because I'm an Aries. We don't like to fail. We don't like to be second place. It's just, it doesn't sit well with us with that Mars energy, right? But here's the thing. I see a lot of people that blow up on YouTube. And what happens? They can't maintain it. They have not learned any lesson, and so there's something here that if you're not, if you feel unsuccessful this month, trust me, it's for a deeper reason. It's preparing you for success. So embrace like the slow grind here, Scorpio. Now, for others of you, this is about knowing when to stop. For some, like I said, sorry that I'm all over the place. There's two camps of Scorpios. The first one I just mentioned. The other camp of Scorpio that's listening to this that I am tuning into, you've already achieved a lot. You already have done, you have status, you have money, you have the house, you have the job, you have something in the physical world. And this is a reminder that you don't want to push it too far, okay? One of the 48, something that you should know is when to stop. When it comes to success, it's not about just getting success, it's knowing when to stop, or when to maybe don't stop, but don't keep putting your foot on the gas. Know when to stop, or else you might overdo it. And there's two camps of Scorpio. Some of you that are very already successful, there's a temptation to overdo your success that will get you in trouble. For others of you, it's about being patient and realizing that succeeding on your first attempt is a curse. That's what I get so far. The next energy that you need more of is power. And this is actually the Aries energy here. Okay, Scorpio. And so for some of you, I do feel like there's an Aries that you could connect to in November. That's going to be very helpful to you. Okay, so Aries energy coming in for you. And there is a message here for some of you to surround yourself with a powerful person if you can this month. Okay, for some of you, especially like if you're early on in like the manifestation journey, there could be something about surrounding yourself with a powerful person, getting advice from them, trying to like improve your social circle. Okay, because if you hang around with 5 people that are broke, you're going to be the 6th person that's broke. If you hang around with 5 millionaires, you're going to be the next millionaire, right? The web of social connection affects us more than we know. At a quantum level, it's deep. So I feel like this is a conscious decision for you to try to get around powerful people if you can, and to not look at that as negative, right? Because when I had to do that, like when I was like, okay, I'm going to start this YouTube channel, I knew that I needed to surround myself with really successful people. But because I'm an Aries, right, I kind of like walked into the room like with a chip on my shoulder. It was a very humbling experience. So for some of you, I feel like that. For others of you that are already very successful, I feel like this is like getting counsel from people who are also very successful. And there's also a message about like only listen to people who have what you want. If someone is there could be something about like people trying to give you advice that they're not successful themselves. It's like be very hesitant to who you listen to, okay, or who you try to become successful with. I didn't really expect this to just be like a career reading, Scorpio, but bear with me. I'm a little bit out of it today, or tired. All right. So now your opportunity is the Seven of Pentacles. And so, this is a card of gratitude first and foremost. You can't shift onto a successful lifeline with dissatisfaction of what you currently have. And you can't become happy that way. Happiness is all about a balance of taking stock of what you have and not putting your happiness in an object outside of yourself in the future too much. So this is really, I feel like it goes back with the Patience card. This energy is like making the most of what you have, improving the skills that you have already developed. And you are seeing like the fruits of your labor, but I don't think you're seeing them necessarily in the outside world here. For some of you, there's definitely something happening weird for you right now. And it could be internal. For some of you, it's interesting. We're going to clarify that. Now, your challenge is the Ace of Swords. And I feel like this goes back to the complex decision that you have. Like the Ace of Swords here is knowledge. There's clarity. For some of you listening to this, there may be a lack of clarity at this time. And I feel for most of you, actually, because sometimes it takes a minute for my intuition to hit what the card means. And for most of you out there, I just feel like there's a lack of clarity, actually. There's a lack of, new thought, etc. So we're going to have to see what that's tied up to. Here's the thing. Here's why it's going to be really intense for you this month. Because as it reads right now, your overall general energy is the Tower, the Moon, and also the Temperance card when it comes to your overall general energy. So to start this month off, or even as you're listening to this right now, I feel like there's some sort of foundation that's being ripped out from under you. And, the unknown is really right in your face. Like your subconscious mind is really in your face. And I feel like this is something that you need to take control of and balance and temper out. I feel like for some of you, your imagination could be running wild, like playing certain thought patterns in your head that are very like dark and destructive potentially. And I don't know what that has to do with, but I just feel that for you. And this is about tempering it out. This is also about a Sagittarius potentially, but the Temperance card is all about balance, but especially emotional balance, balance of the heart, balance of even the mind as well in a certain case. And for a lot of you, I do feel that by the end of November, there's a new love relationship opening up for you if you want it. I do feel that. But it seems like you're going through a very difficult thing in as you're listening to this, or even into like the first half of November. I feel like there's something really intense going on that you need to be patient. Remember that. So I don't know. Then let's go to what you don't see coming. When it comes to what you don't see coming, you have the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're stuck with some sort of soul contract right now, and this could be the source of your issue for a lot of you. For some of you out there could be something about a love situation that you're having a hard time being patient with, or you think you should be with this person now, but time needs to go on. Maybe you needed to learn something. But for most of you, in what you don't see coming, it's almost like you're stuck with this love thing, even if you don't want to be, or for some of you. For others of you, though, on a brighter note, as we move through November, I feel like there is a fated love connection coming in for you. Okay, so someone reaching out, you could be reaching out to them like a very idealistic love partner, new relationship. It feels very fated. There could be a past life relationship coming in for you. And for some of you, the reason why you want to be patient and you don't want to make some sort of rash decision, it has to do with people. There could be something about you wanting to just commit to someone because you want to move away from your pain and you miss a big opportunity. So there could be something here in what you don't see coming about a potential missed opportunity if you're too impatient. So just be aware of that. And then when it comes to your advice from Spirit for the rest of November, you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Six of Pentacles, and you also have the Six of Wands here. Okay, and so there is something, once again, it's interesting to me, Scorpio, that you have the Victory card in reverse. What energy do you need more of? Victory in reverse. Okay, so that's not rushing to success. That's embracing the idea of failure, embracing the idea of the slow grind, and realizing that success on your first attempt is a curse in some cases. And it's interesting, right? You have the Six of Wands to do with victory, getting public recognition, attention, and you have the Seven of Swords here. For some of you, you could be dealing with a complex situation that involves someone controlling your public image. This could be a lover. This could be someone that you work with. It could have to do with something that has happened in the past, because connected to it, you have the Six of Pentacles. So there could be something about like you feel schemed, or, you know, like your advice is to like look at this, you know, maybe in an unbalanced way. I don't know, Scorpio, just bear with me here. I'm kind of doing my best to get through this reading for you. But yeah, here's what I'll say about this reading. Here's what is for sure coming through. It's almost like this, Scorpio, and I don't want to, it's almost like don't even make money this month. And I don't know why. This is not going to be for all of you, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you're killing it, you're feeling good in life, this is probably not your reading, Scorpio. And I hate to say that because that kills the views on my channel, but I can't be fake. Because here's the thing. Once again, your opportunity is to sit on something. This is not active. This is sitting on money, right? And I just get the feeling it's almost like whatever money that you do make, whatever status that you do gain, whatever victory that you do have, for some of you comes at a price this month. So this is, you know, do not achieve victory at all costs. You know, whatever victory is for you, it's different things for different Scorpios. But this is definitely giving me a vibe, Scorpio, of, you know, any money that, look, if you're trying to make a lot of money this month, if you're trying to just like balance your life at all costs, I think it could really damage you this month. So to be honest, I would lay low. And doesn't mean you don't do anything. Obviously, you perfect your skill. You know, I don't know. Let's go ahead and clarify this reading. The first energy that I want to clarify for you is the Tower. Why are you freaking out right now? Could have to do with a love situation. Why is the Tower card here for you, Scorpio, in your overall general energy? Well, this is getting interesting, isn't it? Yeah, the Tower is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. That's your opportunity. And also the Five of Cups. Okay, so now we really need to clarify this one, is what it's telling me. I mean, it's coming out twice now, and it's connected to the Tower. And so there's definitely, you know, this could be something that you feel like, I just feel like there's something that you invested in that's getting ripped away from you, potentially, and that pisses you off, and it may cause you to do a reactionary thing. For some of you listening to this, like what I'm picking up on now is you feel that like something that you invested in, maybe it's like you learned a skill and it's not paying off yet, or you invested in a love situation and now you're not with this person for some sort of reason, and you feel like something that you invested in, that you're investing in a person, a place, a skill, is not paying off. Or you feel like it's unfairly being ripped away from you or something. And it's almost like you need to sit with this, you know, instead of, and transmuting, alchemizing your emotions, instead of trying to do something, instead of trying to physically fix it, you know, is what I feel for you. So with that being said, let's clarify why the Seven of Pentacles is here, because it's connected to the Tower. So then why? I mean, the Seven of Swords just popped out, and it's also in your advice. And then it's coming out for the Seven of Pentacles. There's something about the number 7 in this reading. The number 7 keeps coming up. But here's the thing. In your opportunity, you have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Seven of Swords. There's something sketchy going on, potentially with money, or potentially with, once again, victory in reverse is what you need more of. So I don't know if some of you are being offered a really crappy deal, you know, like Kanye West, I sold my soul for a happy meal, or I sold my soul for a crappy deal, at least it came with a few toys like a happy meal. You don't want to be in that situation. And some of you, what is this about? For some of you, it's like almost, you want to achieve victory so badly, or you want to get what you want so badly, and your opportunity may be to realize that the desperation or the insistence that you have right now is coming from a weird place and is not going to actually produce fruitful things in your life. And so some of you could also be given an opportunity to be very successful through sketchy means. I mean, this reading, your opportunity is the Seven of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords. Your advice is the Seven of Swords to the Six of Wands. And it's like you have the Ace of Swords in your challenge. So some of you may be making some sort of weird, like, I don't even know if you're connecting to this reading, Scorpio. But what I will say is, like, the reason why victory came out in reverse is please be careful of trying to gain a lot this month. Because I don't know, I just think there's certain things that Spirit can see that we don't. And there could be something about something trapping you, because you have the Eight of Swords and what you don't see coming. Now you have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck as I'm saying this. I feel like you got yourself in a really difficult situation. And you're not sure if you're not sure if you're going to be able to just sit with this. But the action that you're first inclined to take to get yourself out of this mess, I think is going to get you in more trouble. So take it as it resonates, right? Let's go ahead and clarify why. Let's clarify why the Ace of Swords is your challenge. The Ace of Swords in your challenge is clarified by the Page of the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and also the Five of Wands here when it comes to your challenge. Okay, so when it comes to your challenge here, there really may be something about embracing, competition and kind of the youthful energy. For some of you, this definitely involves a third party in love. Okay, for some of you, this absolutely involves some sort of very difficult situation in love. Like, once again, you feel someone that you invested in, maybe, hanging out with someone who's immature. I mean, you have your challenge is two immature individuals together, right? You have the Page of Wands and you have the Knight of Wands facing each other. So for some of you, this absolutely involves potentially other fire signs, or this is a love situation that's bothering you, competition that has to do with love. And you may feel like you're losing out to someone like who's immature or something like that. For others of you, if this doesn't have to do with love, then I do feel this has to do with the thing of victory in reverse. I do feel like with Scorpio, let me just give you this analogy. Like, I've had one of my best friends growing up was a Scorpio, okay? And he had this thing where he never wanted to fall. Like, he would always brag about, I never trip, I never fall. Like, I always catch myself, because you don't want to look bad, right? Scorpio doesn't want to lose. But that catches up to you. If you don't learn how to fall, when you do fall, you're not going to know how to fall. And there is something about learning how to fall. And I don't mean that like learning how to just give up and be, somehow failure. But remember, success on your first attempt is actually a curse, because it's not sustainable, because you don't have any wisdom, right, yet. So the Ace of Swords clarifying this, I mean, your challenge is to just get fiery and to embrace the grind, okay? But in a way of just like, I embrace competition, I embrace youthful, fiery energy, and it's like almost rewiring this like Scorpio thing that some of you may have going on. And listen, some of you are not going to resonate with this reading. It's for someone else then. So, all right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's clarify why the Knight of Cups is in here and what you don't see coming. Because I feel like there is a love opportunity coming in for you, but hold on. The Knight of Cups is clarified by the Three of Swords, the World, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is also here next to the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with a very difficult love situation. And for some of you, this is what the entire reading has been about. You just need to apply it with your own intuition. But yeah, you feel very stuck in love. Once again, some of you may try to make a rash decision in love to make you feel better. I don't want to feel sad about this, so let me just go be with this new person who I'm not really sure about. You know, and there also just might be like, I don't know, I just feel like it's a very like, if you're dealing with a love situation, I feel like whoever this person is on your mind, you may have to like be slow cooking, you know, if there's one person that you're really into or whatever. But I feel like, I don't know, Scorpio, let's keep going. Let's just let's also clarify what the Wheel of Fortune is here. You could feel very stuck in love and like any sort of solution is just not really doing it for you right now. So I understand your pain. But okay. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by, in what you don't see coming, the King of Wands, and also the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting that you need more of the Aries energy, and then your Wheel of Fortune is clarified by this. If some of you have an opportunity to collaborate or link up with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius man, could be a woman as well that's very powerful, or you have that connection to it, it looks like it's part of your destiny and it's fated. But there seems to be a conflict surrounding it. Whether it's like this is just taking a long time for this person to like communicate with you, because there's something about slow, right? Once again, you have the Knight of Pentacles here about slow moving energy. So some of you could feel frustrated, you know, like with this opportunity with a potential fire sign, or for many of you, if it doesn't have to do with love, then this is definitely about, you know, embracing the slow grind once again when it comes to victory, when it comes to you, you know, figuring it out. You know, sometimes it just is what it is. So with that being said, Scorpio, I'm going to conclude this reading. I hope that this helped you.